It's going down like this, motherfucker.
This shit is crazy.
Nigga get mad. Say, motherfucker, what you mean you ain't gonna let me in this funky joint? Much money I done spent in here, nigga. I knew your mama when she was hoeing. Huh, baby. Shit, bet I do it over time. Fade that nigga. Shit. Bet the ball. Off time. Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money. Boy, I'm hungry as a hog needs slop Jesus. Shit, gotta be a Jesus, cause too many black folks.
For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying.
I just left a lot in this bitch. I'm finna hit the shop in this shit.
Well. Gotta get a piece of my
Your feet. He looked down, seen her feet. The nigga went berserk, killed the monkey, threw the bat out the window, start kicking that bitch in the air.
Say anyway, but I will. The way quantum entanglement works is that you can take two particles, quantum entangle them, and then take those two particles and move them at any distance in the cosmos. And let's just say, for example, if you quantum entangle two electrons and you have them spinning in the same direction, and then you take one of those electrons and you shoot that thing out 100,000 light years from the original. If you then rotate the spin on the one electron, if you modify it so that its spin changes, the quantum entangled electron at any distance will simultaneously in no time switch its rotation also, because they're quantum entangled. So these communication systems are taking advantage of this aspect of quantum mechanics that most people can't wrap their heads around, and this is what they're utilizing. It's just the new level of science that affords us the ability to communicate at any distance instantaneously.
You don't understand. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am, chilling.
Group of you together, you never can tell who's who. I've seen a lot of black guys, Nipsey, but you're overdoing it.
I mean, TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators.
You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. I think very deeply. I think very deeply. Dance with me. Oh yeah. Dance with me. Dance with me. Oh yeah. Everybody move with me.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mom.
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
What the hell you want here, hunky?
Those lines are still open. Oh shit, you can get it, nigga. You wanna get it? Your shit! Get your hands off of me, shit!
The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about show black. The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about show black.
That's the difference when you're my baby. That's how it is when you.
Used to snort cocaine, now I fiend for the check, yeah.
My word, can't be my equal, don't know what you heard.
I think we OD. I think we OD. I think we OD. I think we OD.
Heavy, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come. Heavy, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come. I hit the loop juice, it pulls up in the deuce. I hit.
Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out.
Nigga.
Schatzi, is it true what they say about the way you people are gifted? Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
I guess you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves.
To the east. To the west. To the south. Above. Below. Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only galactic daddy-o welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. Well, that's my cue to come on in. And I start pretty much the same way, except a little change tonight. I got faked out. Which one of these motherfuckers is? One is frozen, so it's gonna have to sit for a little longer. That one is frozen, gonna have to sit. So we had to switch it up a little night. It's a cheaper place where I thought I was gonna get me a cigar, and they was closed. They didn't have any more. So I switched to Kalamazoo, and right on here it says Comstock, but this is Kalamazoo's Bell Beer, created Amber Ale. Amber Ale is 5.8. Elliott Nest is stronger at 6.1. Very, very similar in taste. Very similar in taste. And so pop them if you got them. And while I open this about, I always got to tell Larry Bell's story. So, I knew a brewery. When I moved back to Michigan in 86, I knew a brewery had opened up, and kind of where, I hung out. It was on that side of town. So once a week, I'd go in there and get a case when I would go back to Battle Creek. And this is, I was kind of booming. I was doing my thing and shit. And I was always more successful in Kalamazoo for some reason. And so I was all, even though I wasn't living in Kalamazoo, all the people I grew up with and shit, so I kind of knew where to hustle. And I told the story before where I just kind of really wanted to learn how to do the business, how to make beer. And he gave me an application. I've told this many times, but the motherfucker gave me an application. I was like, hey, can I get an application? You take the application? He said, sure. I took the application, I folded it up and shoved it in my pocket. He didn't like that very much, I guess, because he saw I didn't take it seriously. I didn't need a job. I just wanted to learn how to brew beer. And that's what I ended up doing later. There's some motherfuckers that lost a bunch of money, opened up a brewery in Kalamazoo or in Battle Creek, but named it after a place in Kalamazoo. I mean, there was no way you was going to win or be successful. They were some dumbasses. But anyway, and I learned how to make some beer. So I can make beer. I've made hundreds of gallons of beer. So I know how to make beer. We are still, on the Jungle Brothers. Sour apple killer. So, smoke them if you want them. Ooh. All right. Well, the show is called. All right, there we go. The Underdogs lost. And what was interesting about the way they lost, if you watch the games screen by screen, at one point, what was the score? 7-7 at one point? Wasn't it 7-7? I was watching both games. And it was funny how one thing would happen in one game and the same thing would happen in the next game. It was like, remember, Dolphins scored. And no. What was it? The Packers scored, and then the Dolphins, and then the Giants came right down and scored again with that rookie quarterback or young quarterback again, And then the little dude's supposed to be hurt, but then he runs off the field. But then they keep him out of the game most of the game until the end. So Tua had a fumble. Tua's fumble on the goal line looked on purpose. It's like he didn't even take it, or they had some agreement he was going to half snap it. I don't know. It didn't look like he grabbed it to me. Did it look like he grabbed it to y'all? It didn't look like he grabbed it to me. So I thought that was bogus. Yeah, but so I end up this week. I end up 5-8 this week. I lost those two, and so I only won 5. I end up at 8. I did not count Monday's. What was it? I didn't count Thursday night's game because I didn't get my picks in time. And since let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get the picks in. So here. I'll get my picks in today. Yeah, I'll get my picks in today. So, but I want to welcome everyone here because everybody's special, and I'm glad to see you here. Netflix, thank you for coming. And I know you definitely got to have vision. And on the Galactic, on the Chocolate Mountain, we only get down on the Galactic patio. So here we go. Can you do the? Would you like to dance with me? But there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
Leave that F-150 alone. And here, everyone's here to get. I'm here to take you higher. Dr. Sinister. And I know you got to have vision. And I know that you will join me on the Chocolate Mountain, on the Galactic patio, doing the. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the. But there's only one rule. Leave that F-150 alone.
Don't touch my.
Leave that F-150 alone and we're here to take you. And we have my main man from the East Coast sliding up and down that East Coast land. We have C. Over, the technician. And I know he definitely has to have.
Got to have vision.
And because he has the soulness of black folks, he would definitely join me.
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slide.
And he follows just the one rule.
Don't touch my...
And he's definitely here for me to take him. Thank you, Sly Stone. Sly Stone be getting down. He wants to take you higher. Sly Stone is singing with 500,000 people. Don't you understand? That's the clip I got. I got Sly Stone at Woodstock, baby. When he says, I'm going to take you higher, when you hear the crowd, that's 600,000 people singing back. Jamar 3224, what's happening? And I know you have.
Got to have vision.
And I know we get down only one way on the Chocolate Mountain Show.
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the...
Ooh, ah. Y'all just sit there and go, ooh, ah. And it's just one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
But you are here for me to take you. And my man Rondo Ganja, thank you for joining. And I know you definitely got
to have vision.
And I know you will join me getting down on the Chocolate Mountain Show. We get on the Galactic Patio and we go.
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic...
Ooh, ah, but there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
Leave that F-150 alone, but you, like everyone else, is here for me to take you. For me to take you higher. That's right, that's right. And my main man, Joey, what's happening? And to be here with me, you definitely gotta have, because you gotta have a password. And everybody knows the password is.
Got to have vision.
Got to have vision. That's how you get in. And I know you will join me on the Chocolate Mountain, getting on the Galactic Patio and doing the...
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic...
Ooh, ah, and there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
Don't touch that F-150, but you, like everyone else, is here for me to take you. Thank you, Sly Stone. Thank you, Woodstock. Thank you, Parliament Funkadelic. Thank you, what is it, the Dramatics. Thank you. In my opinion, the best MC to ever come out of New York was Father MC. Father MC. I love Father MC. And when I bring up Father MC, I have to tell the riot story. I love some Father MC. He discovered Jodeci. Do that dance. Oh my, yeah, Father MC was bad. Father MC was bad. Oh. I remember going to Michigan and I was playing, what was it? Fly, fly girls, fly girls, fly, fly girls, fly girls. And motherfuckers in Michigan hadn't heard that shit. So I'm riding around in that little, I think it was Mitsubishi. It was like a Mirage, but they called it a Colt. 5-speed. That motherfucker was peppy. Oh, now I'm playing that fly. This was cassette. Fly Girl, this is 86, 87. That song, I Can't Wait, came out. Y'all remember that? I Can't Wait. Some of y'all wasn't probably even born 86, 87. But some of y'all was. Oh, there goes my main man from Saipan, PJ Allen, who I know always controls his.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
And he definitely has.
Got to have vision.
Oh, but and he has many nights he stayed with me in the morning. We just get down all night on the Chocolate Mountain Show doing the.
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmics.
Ooh, and he knows that there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck. Don't touch.
That's right. Don't touch that F-150. But he is here like everyone else. I am here to take you higher. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope wonderful. You know, it's a beautiful day. It was cold up here, but it appears like the weather's changing. Beautiful day with my family. You know, we got everything done. We had to get done. I had to change the flapper in another one of my bathrooms and and I need to change the one up here too. So I've got one more flapper to put on. So did that little chore. I was in Prior Lake and I was at Ace. You know, I don't know if y'all go to Ace because I live near Menards too, but Menards is further. Now, since I was in Prior Lake and they got two Aces. They won't put too many businesses in Prior Lake, but they love Ace. And they love, what is it, Farm Fleet? I know in Michigan they used to be called Fleet Farm, but I think here it's Farm Fleet or Fleet. Maybe it's Fleet Farm. It used to be Farm Fleet in Michigan. I forget. But they got three. They got the Farm Fleet or Fleet Farm, and they got two Aces. Now they make that make sense. But they don't want too many businesses down there. Let me say. I sampled that Cosmic Slop. Not done with it though. Okay. Did you peep how they orchestrated the upsets? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like, man, they suckered everybody. Woo. They suckered everybody. And they making these like it's what is it, the replacement? They making these backup quarterbacks like just so great. It's just unbelievable how great they making these backup quarterbacks look. So I was, I was reading, watching another movie and watching two football games. That's perfect for that ADHD shit, where you can constantly, I like that shit, where I can constantly like watch both plays. That's why if I really did the effort, I could probably play the football game because I like all that stimulus at once. But because it's interesting. I mean, it's almost like some if you watch it, now baseball is bad about doing this. Like if you watch baseball games, a lot of times if one dude hits 3 home runs in the game, somebody else does it too. I mean, they just always hit you with that. Well, so and so hit 3 home runs today. Another player on another team did the same thing, and it's like, how this can't be a coincidence. I mean, baseball is technically the hardest thing to do in sports is to hit a baseball. That's the hardest thing. It takes the most skill, the most hand-eye coordination to consistently hit a baseball. Consistently. And the dude that can throw the ball 100 miles an hour and make the ball do all, make the ball look like it's about to hit you in your head, then it turns away from you. And of course, when they want you to hit a home run, they give it right there. That's why you have batting practice, when they want you to hit a home run. And you see how dominant, when they don't want, like pitchers are so dominant, that's why don't be surprised when they throw no-hitters. They probably could do it more often. A no-hitter, a complete game is 27 outs. 27 outs. So, I've said this before. Satchel Paige talks about throwing 30 pitches and winning one game, driving to another town, they go make more money, and throw 30 more pitches. He's thrown 60 pitches and won 2 games. Like it wasn't shit. That's how good Satchel Paige was. Like he might let him get a run or something, or, tell one of the players to miss a ball from entertainment standpoint. But, that's how he saved his arm, because he knew they couldn't hit him. Shit, and back then you could throw spitballs and cut balls. And you know what fucked Josh Gibson up? Josh Gibson up is he got hit in the head with a baseball and probably gave him CTE. And he probably had been hit before. He caught, back then, so he probably had been hit before. I'm guessing, catching with no mask on, he had probably been hit a couple times. They said he ended up having some mental problems. So I bet Josh Gibson has CTE. You couldn't tell how many times foul tips hit his head because they didn't wear any protective. It was just a soft cap. That shit where, really, in the late mid 40s, they started wearing the catchers started wearing hard hats. But so, that affected him the rest of his life. And I know somebody hit him in the head when he was batting, but that's probably what it gave you. But it's hard. My point is, it's hard. That's all. Yep. Oh, yeah. L Reborn, Amaroon Khan, what is happening? And I know you have.
Got to have vision.
And you know the rules when you've come up here before. The expectation is that you get down on the chocolate.
Would you like to dance with me during the cosmic?
And you always follow the one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
And you, like everyone else, is here for me to take you. Oh, I ain't shit yet. Hell dog. Okay. Don Player, what is happening? Oh, thank you for joining me. And I know you got to have
Vision.
Oh, thank you so much for coming in this night. And will you join me on the Chocolate Mountain doing the...
Would you like to dance with me during the cosmic slump?
And there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
And I am here, you are here, so I can take you. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Don Player. PJ, what do listen to it. What is his name? Let me get his name right. Listen to Cosmic Slop. And like you can almost hear three different people. Like one time, man, what was it? You can get the two of them. Yeah, you can get the two of them to play it together. It's one where you can catch Michael Hampton. I saw Michael Hampton 3 or 4 times playing with Parliament Funkadelic. I mean, his best work is Knee Deep. Like he does an extended, he does a solo on Knee Deep. And that shit is just amazing. It's that shit is, and it's like he copied a little bit because, like, if you listen to a song called "Who's That Lady" with Ernie Isley, you can see the Jimi Hendrix influence, playing there. And I would say Michael Hampton had a little bit of that. Like in Knee Deep, it's a song where people dance to. So he still keeps that. I mean, he just, and it's you got Bernie Worrell still playing keyboards and shit on behind him, and he's keeping up and man, Michael Hampton. But the other cat, what is this cat's name? What is this cat's name? Sure, I got his album. And he left the group first, but you can hear him singing California by the Mamas and Papas. What's this cat's name? Which one is it on? Eddie Hazel. Yeah. Eddie Hazel. So, like, there's one version where Michael Hampton and Eddie Hazel play Cosmic Slop together. But the original version is with Eddie Hazel. And Eddie Hazel's a motherfucker too. Like Eddie Hazel you can see Jimi Hendrix work. His song is Eddie Hazel's his biggest hit by himself was what was this? It's California, California Dreaming. That's what it's called. California Dreaming. Eddie Hazel singing, doing California Dreaming. And you know, he shreds that he's playing that guitar in California Dreaming. I ain't got it right here. And I mean, it just depends on a lot of the old Funkadelic was very guitar heavy. Parliament was more keyboard heavy, but Parliament was more guitar heavy. Or yeah, Funkadelic. Excuse me, Funkadelic. So, yeah, you know, I'd try to rotate the clothes. I remember my dad had about 20 suits. He'd rotate to 20 suits in a month. You know, a couple suits he had to wear twice a month. And he had hats, but you know, it was like, you know, I say always, you know, all my life I've always wore hats. And you know, I was on the East Coast, you know, in North Carolina, so I've been buying Kangos since the early 80s. You know, so it's just my preference. I mean, I love baseball hats. I think like my generation was the first generation to really wear them all the time. Yeah. Like we would even get like now, you know, you can get the plastic little helmets where they put nachos and shit in them. Well, you used to could buy them, and then we used to wear them too. We used to wear them little hard hats, wear them around. But we used to just, you know, I think my generation is one of the first generations that really wore ball caps, you know, most of their young lives, you know. Because I remember I went to Pittsburgh, I had got a Pittsburgh hat, I had got a UCLA hat, you know, it was shit back then you couldn't really get. You couldn't get that shit everywhere, you know? And so when you could go over someplace else, you come back, ain't nobody got a hat like you got. So I used to do that shit too. Oh, there my man is. James Lucifer Wooten Branch, aka Jim Red Wolf. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for watching me, brother. And I know you definitely have.
You got to have vision.
And I say this on the Chocolate Mountain Show, we only do one dance.
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the Cosmics.
We're doing the Cosmic Slop, baby, and there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
And you and everyone else is here for me to take you. Sly Stone and 500,000 people are trying to take you higher. Researcher 2022, what is going on? And I know to be up this late in the morning, early in the morning.
You got to have vision.
And you know we up late doing the.
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the Cosmics.
It's so funny. Ooh. There's only one rule. Leave that F-150 alone.
Don't touch my truck.
Leave that F-150 alone, but everyone here is so I can take you. Take you higher, baby. What's good? Although Ben Simmons is annoying, it's clear that there's a different treatment between him and Gidley Australian. Seems like Gidley is a continuation of the failed Ben Simmons project. That's a good point. That's a good point. What is the one other? They still that wasn't. Oh man, I lost the thought I had. I had another thought I could throw with that, but yeah, you know, it is like what Vaughn, what was his name? The linebacker Vaughn Miller. You know, it was the same time, same thing, and you know, they're there to vilify brothers, and when it's time to go after them, you know, it's excuses why you can't. So it shows, you know, the Parliament used to have a song called "Why Do You Put Your Handcuffs on Me, Mama?" You know, why you handcuffing them? We know you handcuffed Stephen A, but you agree to be handcuffed. Y'all can't wait to bash your brother, but when it comes to them, yeah, the treatments. Oh, there's another thing going around. And I don't know, maybe if you guys, the early reports. Let's see what the early reports are. You motherfuckers. Let me see this cat. Show y'all this. I talked about a little bit, but let's see. I know I got it close enough. Here he is. Yeah. They like. Does anybody know? Did this brother die or not? What they reported a couple days ago is that George. So George had this. Okay, so George had some kind of hip surgery. While he had hip surgery, his wife is like dying or fighting brain cancer. So it's been tough on him in his old life. But it appeared like he was on, intensive care the last couple days. And so I know I didn't spell it right. That ain't bring more of it up. Ain't bring none of his stuff up. That's a little better picture. No more of his. Nope. Oh, they can make this for me. Getty image? You would charge me? Wow, I don't think I want that. I don't want that. But there's nothing else about George McGinnis. Wow. I didn't really spell it right either. But anyway, this brother right here, I want to show some of his other better jumpers. Let me see. Okay. Let me spell it again. I am stupid as hell. Oh, let's go here. I guess not. All right, let me work on this. But he had I wonder why it's not giving that. Okay, let's see if I do this. Oh. Wonder if he's in here anywhere. This is mostly Connie Hawkins, but I got a couple, maybe a McGinnis in here. I don't know. Because he was a big influence on me. And when I say that, his shooting style was like Oscar Robertson's. And okay, let's see if that brings. Yeah. This is kind of exemplified. This is a perfect example. Oscar Rock. Well, it's a great story on why he's shooting like this. It's a combination of a couple things. The jump shot was invented in Illinois. The cat who invented the jump shot has a statue, but he was the first one to not really do a two-hand set shot. He was the first one that really jumped up and made this U. Now, the coach for Oscar Robertson, and they end up winning the first time a bunch of brothers, American Indians, was able to win a championship, was Oscar Robertson, I think his junior year. You see the that one story about the Indiana Hoosiers. So remember, Hoosiers wins it, but then the next 2 years, I think, because that's Hoosiers is Oscar Robertson's older brother loses the championship to the Hoosiers. All right, so it's the first time a black school, melanated school, had made it into the championship game. And then the next 2 years, I think they won it with Oscar Robertson. But one thing, if you look at one thing that's heavily emphasized by Oscar Robertson's high school coach, and wherever George went to, it's emphasized too. Now, this man has tremendously big hands. I don't know if y'all ever saw Dr. J's hands. I think McGinnis' hands was even bigger. This man's, look how small the ball looks. But what he's doing is, this is really perfect form. And the way they were taught in Indiana is you have the U, you have the U, you get your body squared. And all the time I talk about the success of a shot. Look at this. You want your feet squared. You want your feet, even. So he's got total lift. He's got separation. And, Oscar Robertson would drop. He would drop a lot later. Like Oscar would go up with 2. He was so strong. If, he could palm from the dribble. And this is what you see. And this cat was dribbling to his right, and he just stopped and pulled. He could palm from the dribble and just pull up with a perfect U. And this is how I shot. This is really, how I shot. I got a picture of me in the paper as a prime example. Even though I'm under the basket, it's the same principle. It's the same principle. I used to kill mugs like that, shooting that little shit in the corner. Just drop it. And I had small hands. I could never really palm a basketball. That's why you don't have to palm a basketball to dunk it. You go up there high enough, it'll go up there with you. You ain't gotta whole claw it. You get high enough, it'll keep going. It'll go up there. It'll let you carry it. So, I love this brother, man. I really did. I got to get one of his jerseys. I mean, this is him later when he was with the Sixers. And I talked about him throwing the 72 championships. But this guy, he could play. Now, see, here he releases it a little later. And this is more Oscar Robertson here. And, of course, he's a little older, too. And this is more Oscar Robertson, what he would do. He would release up here. He would release up here. Now, to tell the whole story, how I am to tell the whole story. This guy was a basketball player, not an athlete. And they said, a lot of cats had bad habits. Connie Hawkins smoked cigarette. Roger Brown smoked cigarettes. They said this dude after, he would smoke a cigarette after practice and drink a beer. So, all them cats smoked back then. And when this cat lost it, it's funny when you see cats lose it. And, they might be good at the winter, the winter league, semi-pro, but far as competing against young cats, they don't have it anymore. And a lot of times with cats, it goes quicker. So if anybody knows if he died or not, let me know. Sorry, I kind of got off, but supposedly his brother's dying. So, love to him. Definitely love and healing is the continuation of. Yeah. So yeah, it's a double standard the way the news is reported, and everybody sees Stephen A. Smith for what he is. We see what he is, and it's funny. This year, with all the young quarterbacks, all of a sudden the young quarterbacks ain't bad. People they ain't heard of is getting these snaps, and it's possible to win games because if you play against two young quarterbacks, I mean, for them that's idea. Two young quarterbacks, that's idea. Both of them is got equal. The experience is not. So it's kind of a equal balance of things. Oh, I want to say this though. These jerseys, I wouldn't mind getting one of these. I kind of like these. His jerseys have become in fashion again. I like the darker one a little better. Let's see if we can catch that one. Let's see if we can catch him in the darker Pacers. No. I want to see the darker one like this. Don't seem to see it. Darker one like, yeah. Oh, this is even nicer. It's got the double solid. See how it's got the double solid? I kind of like that even nicer. So, yeah, I'll look for that one. The double lines. That's kind of sweet. Just nostalgia. I got to get another Connie Hawkins jersey. That one I got is terribly too big. And see, this is 76 one. A lot of people got these Dr. J's. You got the Dr. J's jersey from that 76ers. But I wanted to see, yeah, they don't have any of that dark one. That's what I was wanting to find is one of those dark jerseys like that. I don't see it. I like that stuff. I got the Negro League stuff. I like, I'm about clothes and fashion, and there's a lot of different fashion. Oh, these. Yeah, I guess they, this. I like this. This one right here. I like that one. I like the one he had on. The one he had on, see, this is, I think it had the double, well, maybe that's what that is, but I like that. That's kind of the older style. I think they're going to wear, is this year? Keep the pace, Tisdale, Indiana Pacers, size large, McGinnis Authentic. Oh, wow. Who is this? Oh, this is, okay, you can get okay. Oh, that's who makes them? All right. I wouldn't want the Tisdales. That's kind of ugly. I would like that one, though. That would match a lot of outfits. But, this would probably match a lot more. Oh, that's Boo. That's Adidas on it. That's Adidas on it. I never had a Magic or Kareem jersey. I had the Oscar Robertson. The Royals, where the Royals went down here, and the number was up here. That was my Macker favorite jersey. They'd laugh at me. He's like, we knew you had that. Oscar Roberts said, every Macker I'd wear that sucker too, especially championship day. Shit, I think I had